Lex 5.0 again. Like I promised, the spark plug job didn't really pan out. I was going to change the rear differential fluid, got under there and decided not to do that either. So rear differential gear oil, I guess is what it's technically called. So I'm just going to clean my headlights. That's about the extent of my knowledge. It said to get some soapy water. I'm using the Gator Headlight Restoration kit. So I got a drop of dish soap with a thing full of water. I'm just going to rub them clean with an old dirty rag. That probably won't help anything. I'll just rub that down. I'm not too concerned about the paint on this truck. It's a little bit old, so I'm going to do the other side real quick. Get all the bug guts off. Well, most of the bug guts off. I'm feeling good about this job. I'm pretty sure I can do this. I may not be able to change spark plugs or differential fluid or do much of anything, but I'm pretty sure I can do this. I've been wrong twice today though. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the before. This is what the headlights look like now. I've never refinished them, so it's just stock headlights for 2004 Ford, so that makes them, what, 15 years old. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that and just tape it up with painter's tape and go from there.
Alright, I found the painter's tape, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. Seal everything, just so you don't, like I said, I'm not too worried about the paint, but I need to do any unnecessary damage. And just get enough that you aren't gonna totally destroy it. These videos aren't how-to videos. They're more learn with me videos, because I figure out what I'm doing. Yeah, I figure out what I'm doing. When you have a 3-year-old, you gotta be real careful what you say. You gotta repeat everything. Do the other side here.
As you can tell, the front bumper's gone. I've pulled it off to, I cut out a dent, the other video. I cut out a dent and got rid of the fog lights, and I'm gonna mount a LED bar in there. So I'll get that on there here hopefully next week. I've ordered the paint, so I'm just waiting on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I think you're supposed to use a cross motion. This kit comes with 800 grit. So it's got 800 grit sandpaper, 1500 grit sandpaper, 2000 grit, and then what looks like a polishing pad. So I'm gonna start with the 800, go. You're supposed to use a crosshatch pattern, so up and down, left and right. I'm gonna get going on that. So on this part, it says to just use the 800 pad and then your soapy water. And just keep it wet as you go. So I guess we don't use the polishing compound.
Yeah, you put down the sunglasses so go blind. And we'll get started.
Well, it's doing something. It's definitely milkier. It's taking some stuff off. You can see the splatter. It actually splattered a lot further than I thought it would, but I'm going to wash this thing off later, so it's not a big deal.
I'm going to spray again, really. You know the pass? Things are pretty much the same as bumping and cutting the car. Not that I'm doing that either. Ooh, this stuff runs everywhere. That says to wipe it off and look at it, see, make sure you get even coverage, so. What? You know? What? Remy's doing what? Remy's going to the bathroom? Oh. Yeah, that scuffed it up pretty good.
All right. I'm going to call it good with the 800 grit. I did one more pass just to make sure, but I'm at 3 passes. Got everything. Tried to get the edges without going too hard, because the edges are always thinner. You can run out a piece and get yourself in trouble. This stuff is messy. Flinging it everywhere. I forgot to say too, first thing you want to do before you start working on the headlights is go ahead and grab yourself a Bud Light. Fits conveniently inside your roll of tape, and it holds it steady there. But this feels pretty smooth. Next step is 1500 grit, so we're going to go ahead and switch it out. It's pretty simple. Just pull off your old pad and put on a 1500 pad. Try and center it here. That'll do. It says go ahead and spray it again with soapy water. We're going to do that. Same thing, use the crosshatch pattern on this.
Those y'all curious, I'm running on just full speed on the wall with the ion drill. It's a little, it's about the same level of opaqueness. Feels a little smoother, but we'll see. I'm gonna do one or two more passes. Man, this stuff runs everywhere. I'm gonna do one or two more passes and then we'll see. Yeah, I hear the tractor. You hear the tractor? Yeah. One more pass, and then I'll switch to the
All right, I've switched to the next one, the third, the 2000 grit. You can see it actually adds another pad on top of the pad, so it's extra cushioning to try and get even pressure, I suppose. This one says to go over 4 or 5 times, so with my headlights, I'm going to go ahead and do 5. And same thing, soapy water again. So, see how this goes.
I can already tell it's substantially better looking. It's starting to actually get back clear again. They're already, it's close to about the same fogginess as we started with, but we haven't gone through the whole process yet, so. Do another 4 times and
All right, so we've done 800 grit, 1500 grit, 2000 grit. I did 3 passes on 800, 3 passes on 1500, and 4 passes on 2000. So you can see it's getting a lot. It's lost the yellow. So if you compare it over to here, it's lost the yellow tint to it. Now it's just a little glazed, but the polishing pad should finish that. It feels really smooth, so I'm going to go with the polishing pad and the polishing compound and hopefully get that worked out. It says to use a dime size amount polishing compound on the tip here, and that looks like a quarter, so nailed it.
Ryan, put that right back. Yeah, Ryan, put that right back. A little more, see right out. I got some McGuire's plastic caution there.
I'm gonna be honest with you, that went a lot quicker than I'd anticipated. But I've read you need to. Yeah, you're tired. I've read you need to seal them with clear coat at this point. But first of all, I don't have any clear coat. Secondly, I don't want to drive to Minnesota, so that works. Works wonders, actually. Pretty impressive. Go in for a closer look here. You can see the thing looks brand new compared to the other side. That was quick. Took 20 minutes, maybe, and I got a brand new looking brand new looking headlight that'll hopefully last a week or two till it's covered in bug guts and everything else.